Hi, Isaac. What's going on?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. Can you hear me and everything? All the
Yep.
video and audio coming through?
Yep. How am I?
I love the hat. Repping.
Thank
Let's
you.
go. Very nice. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. Of course, as soon as I'm getting down to get on my computer, everybody wants to come in the locker room and then Zoom has to update. So the
You're
universe
totally
is working
fine.
again. We got it.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we have another interview, this time with Parker and Nolan of the Firefighters. Thank you for taking time to be with me, Parker.
Absolutely.
Would
Thank
you
you for
mind?
taking the time. You on summer break right now?
Yeah, for another week or so.
Very cool. All right,
Would
yeah,
you
I'm
mind?
happy to do it.
Would you mind taking time to tell us about your role with the Firefighters?
Yeah. So I've been playing center field most days, which is my role within a baseball context. But I would say my role within the organization is a lot bigger in terms of making content like what we're doing right now, connecting with fans, entertaining, learning all sorts of different skills, be it backflips or roundoffs or handsprings or whatever it might be. So baseball, from a baseball standpoint, center fielder, but entertainer everywhere else. So that's
It's
what I
really
would say.
cool. The Firefighters are a new team. Tell me about what your journey has been with the Firefighters, and have you ever been a real firefighter?
No, I've not. I've thought about it though. We have a couple players on our team, Matt Wolf and our head coach Val Perez. They are both active serving firefighters, along with a couple guys who are from firefighter families or sons of firefighters and things like that. Um, but getting to your first question, it's been awesome joining the new team. It's crazy to see a new franchise, given that the Bananas and the Party Animals have been the only two for so long. But it's been really cool to see everybody, all the fans jump on and support, and for us to kind of like grow this brand from the start. So I've loved it so far.
That's cool. How long have you guys been a team?
I think we have played 14 games, and I think we've been here for about 7 weeks. So pretty early stages as compared to the Bananas. They have like 50 games under their belt at this point. They started back in January, so we're trying to get up to speed with them right now as best as we can.
Cool. You played college baseball for a few years with Davidson and the University of South Carolina. What was your favorite memory playing college ball?
Oh, that's a great question. Thinking back to my time at Davidson, I think one of my favorite moments was when we played Duke. It was 2020, so it was the year that would eventually go on to get canceled due to COVID. But the last game we played of that season was in Uptown Charlotte at the AAA ballpark against number 10 ranked Duke at the time, and we had to come from behind win that ended in a walk off homer from senior Brett Centracchio. That was We were losing our minds. Like we had a ton of Charlotte fans in the building for that, and as tough as it was for our season to get canceled after that, I think that was a pretty cool way to go out, which is awesome.
That's really cool. Bummer for the COVID. What happened? When did the season get canceled?
I think May 13th is the day that we found out. It was like everything started getting canceled, and we showed up to practice one day, the day after we had beaten Duke, and like we saw on the TV in the locker room that said the College World Series had been canceled. So once we saw that, we were like, like the College World Series already canceled. Like there's probably a low percentage chance that we're even going to finish this season out. So then a couple days later, we found out that every sport was not only losing their season, but we got sent home that semester from Davidson. We had to finish the rest of the semester online, which was tough, but definitely made you appreciate being in person and getting to play in general. So,
I feel you. My season got canceled too.
oh dang. But,
Um, what made you think to do the trick play where you bounce the ball off your shirt into your teammate's glove?
oh, nice. The trampoline catch was just some I've been messing around with, like coming into um, our spring training, like trying to get prepared. I was like on my own training, trying to learn a bunch of different trick plays and like try and get creative and come up with some. And since I've never been able to do the backflip catch like DR can or like Coach
Yeah,
Rack, I gotta get creative with something. So I was just thinking about like using my shirt somehow, and it started with me catching in my shirt. I would just put it out and like catch it in there like a kangaroo or something, and then I was like, what if I just held it stretchy? And from there, the trampoline catch was born. So now we're trying to figure out ways to improve upon it. If you've got any ideas for me, but
don't off the top of my head. Have you ever failed that trick playing game?
I have, believe it or not, the first two times I tried it, actually, I failed. Um, which I mean, it's a testament to how hard any trick play is. But I remember the first time I tried it, it was our first home series against the Bananas, and I tried it. Nobody ever seen it before. And after I missed it, I came into the dugout, and the owner, Jesse Cole, came up to me and he was like, whatever that was awesome. He was like, keep trying it. He's like, if people see you miss it and then keep trying it and you hit it again, like that'd be a huge statement to like your like determination, like perseverance. And sure enough, like a couple innings later, I got an opportunity. I missed it again, but the very next batter, Bill Leroy, hit another one, and I was like, I got a chance. So I went for it a third time, and that's when I finally nailed it, which was really exciting.
You know what they say, third time's a charm.
Exactly. That's what I was telling everybody that night. So,
Uh, Leading off that question, what is your favorite trick play you can do?
I'm trying to think of. There's one that we really want to get between the three of us outfielders, whether it be myself, Blaine McIntosh, Zach Watson, or Sal Tremble, whatever three are out there. We want to be the first ones to get a triple trick play assist where like I go trampoline. Oh, I got a spam call. Sorry about that. There we go.
You're
Where
good.
I go trampoline, another outfielder comes in, they bump it, and then we end it with a backflip catch to the third outfielder. So we're trying to be the first team to do a triple assist.
That'd be
So be on the
sick.
lookout for that. We're really hoping we can. And if not to get too crazy or too greedy, but ideally I would do the trampoline, I do a backflip. Next guy pops it, he does a backflip, and then we finish on a backflip catch, just to make it even crazier. But we might have to get the three person assist first before we try and get too crazy.
That'd be cool. If you could steal one trick play from your teammate, who would it be and why?
Backflip catch for sure. Zach Watson actually he hit the first one by a Firefighters outfield last weekend, and he had been training for it, like practicing backflips. We actually went to the trampoline park a couple weeks prior. Like, we all good? Sorry about that. My hotspot is working overtime right now.
Are you good?
Yeah, there we go. Were you able to hear the rest of that?
Uh, the last I heard was that you went to the trampoline park.
Yeah. So he had been working. Yeah, now we're good. Sorry about that.
You're totally fine. It cut out right after the trampoline park again.
Oh, of course. Maybe that. So he went to the trampoline park. We went together actually. There was like a group of us that were trying to learn how to do some more like acrobatics. But he had been working on the backflip catch for a while and finally nailed it. So hopefully I can steal that from him if I just keep practicing, getting comfortable with the backflip, and then make that one of my trick plays I can do in game. But I gotta work up the courage to do it first.
Cool. The firefighters are a new team. What is the difference for you joining an established team versus a beginner team like the firefighters?
Um, I think it would be tough to join a new team just because like in most cases, where did it cut out right there?
Uh, right at the beginning.
Oh man, that's good. It gave me a chance to practice my answer for a second. Um, but I was saying, yes, this is a new brand, like a new team, which in most cases would mean like you
Can
can
you?
hear the fire truck in the background. Getting off topic for a second, it's cool because I don't know if you can see it. That right there, that's a fire station. And
Oh,
then if
wow.
you go right to the street, this is our stadium in the background. So a
That's,
lot of times at practice, the sirens will go off and we'll hear our brothers going out to duty right there.
that's cool.
Motivation. But we're,
It cut out right at the beginning again.
See, it always catches the us talking in between, and then as soon as I start answering is when it cuts out. It doesn't want to hear my.
But they always say the fifth time's the charm.
There you go. That's what they say. Um, but in regard to this team and like this brand, like yes, it is new. Like it's a whole new like franchise in a sense, which in most cases would mean like everybody's coming in like with a fresh start. Like nobody really knows the organization. Everybody's got to kind of get adjusted. But thankfully, we have guys like Christian Dearman and Dakota McFadden and Joe Lytle and some other guys that have been around the organization and played banana ball for a while to help lead us and like get us adjusted so it doesn't all feel so new. So we're not trying to figure it out on the fly. They've been awesome with letting us know what to expect and helping us prepare and just helping us find a little bit of success as we start off in this very young stage of the brand.
Cool. Who is the funniest firefighters player in your opinion?
Wow. See, I'm glad I saw this question before I was able to think about it a little bit. I think that I think either Trey Vanderpool or Logan Lacey are my two votes for the funniest. I'll go around. I'll make content sometimes where I like ask people funny questions, and those guys seem to always have really good answers for me. Like they're very quick on their feet, and I never know what they're gonna say. They're hilarious.
Based off your Instagram, Logan Lacey is funny.
Yeah.
What takes longer to learn, the dance moves or the trick plays?
Oh, trick plays for sure. At least for me, I've always been somebody that dances maybe when they're not supposed to. My coach at NC State did not like the dancing I was doing, but that did at least prepare me for this. The trick plays, on the other hand, though, were completely new to me. So we practice those every day for like 30 minutes, an hour. Like it, it's so it's so new and so foreign to a ball that you would normally just catch normal like routine is like now becoming like a behind the back or between the legs or finding ways to celebrate it. It's something you definitely have to get used to, and which is why we practice it as much as we do.
Is it weird transitioning from regular baseball to banana ball?
Yeah, for sure. That's why the Bananas are so good of a team and so hard to beat in a lot of ways because they're so good at playing banana ball. Like it's its own game entirely. Like there's its own strategy and just the speed of everything alone is such a adjustment from baseball. But it's been a really really cool game to play, and I've honestly loved it a ton so far. So I'm
It
excited to
looks
keep learning it, learning
it
the
looks
strategy.
fun.
Yeah.
So the
Have you ever
firefighters, go ahead. What?
have you ever like played banana ball before? I know there's like they said they have like a tournament coming up in Cleveland where like some travel ball teams are actually playing banana ball. I wasn't sure if it was becoming a thing or not yet.
I might have to check that out.
You might have to.
Um, the firefighters jerseys match the colors of the Ethan Hype Fire. What would you think about swinging a wooden version of that bat?
It's crazy you say that because I've had a lot of kids be like, you guys got the same colors as the high fire. And I should have realized that beforehand because I definitely would have done that. The bat that I swing right now is kind of similar. Like it has like a yellow handle and it fades up to orange. But if I could get one actually made like the high fire, oh my, I mean, that bat is goaded. So I feel like I'd have to get a couple more knocks if I had the high fire painted on there. So
Yeah,
that might be in the,
you might go 6 for 6.
oh my gosh, I would love that.
Um, what is your favorite thing about being a firefighter player?
I think the coolest part is the fact that we get to represent so many firefighters out there. Like every game that we go to, we have a ton of fans, like whether it be like kids or adults who are like, my dad's a firefighter or my brother's a firefighter or I'm a firefighter right now. And like, we love what y'all are doing. And like, and it's so cool to represent those people that are heroes in their community, people that volunteer their time, that risk their lives, that do so much for us. So we're definitely proud to call ourselves a firefighter and represent the name and the brand itself. So
That's cool. You guys represent it well.
thank you. Thank
Let's say you walk off an inning against the Savannah Bananas. Would you rather put out a fire grill or a grill fire or drive around a fire truck?
Oh, fire truck for sure. Whenever we do our entrance before every game, they always bring in like a local fire truck to like pull up to the edge of the field. I don't know if you've seen like the intro in the broadcast or not, but getting to see those things like up close and personal and like get to hear them and like a lot of times they'll let us like sit in there like I would love to drive one of those things around, like toot the horn, maybe draw out the ladder a little bit. So if we can make that happen, I'd be the first one volunteering to get behind the wheel.
You had the first ever bat in banana or in firefighter history. What was going through your mind?
Oh gosh, that's great. I haven't thought about that before. The fact that I was the first. Yeah. It felt like a lot of like time and energy that had built up for a long time, like was finally here. Like that moment that I'd been like waiting for and so excited about was here. And I was like trying to enjoy it the best I can, trying to put on a show while also trying to get a hit. Um, it was a lot going on, but it was really, really cool to finally be like, okay, we've gotten to this point that we've planned on, that we've prepared for and been anticipating for so long. So regardless of hit, strikeout, whatever it may be, I was just happy to be there and excited to be the first.
How long were you preparing for that game before the firefighters became an official team?
Oh, since I finished my season last, I think it would be May with NC State, and then since then I've just been lifting on my own, and I've been training at a local facility here in Savannah since probably January for like 4 or 5 months on my own, just hitting off the tee or doing my throwing stuff. So to finally get out on the field and play in front of fans and do all that was definitely a very rewarding thing to know how much work went into that.
That's cool. I've heard firefighters are good cooks. What is your favorite thing to cook?
I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily a good cook, but I do have one thing that I like to make that's like my family's staple, called turkey corn burritos. Believe it or not, I made them 2 nights ago for a couple teammates. They said they were good. I don't know if they're lying to me or not, but I think they're delicious. I'll make whenever I make them, I'll probably double the recipe just so I can have leftovers for the rest of the week because I love them so much. Part of it's just because they've been like a tradition in my family, but I think they're pretty good.
I'm not trying to spill your recipe, but what's in them?
So ground turkey, you gotta get some diced chilies, salsa, cream corn. That's the secret right there. You like stir all that together. You wrap it up in a burrito. You go salsa on the top. You lay them out in like a casserole dish, salsa cheese on top, and then you put them in the oven and bake them for like 20 minutes. Like the cheese is like kind of melted on top, and then you kind of eat them like casserole style.
That sounds bomb.
So yeah, if you need the actual recipe, I can send it to you. You could tell me what you think. So
Cool. On and off day, what is your favorite thing to do?
um well, I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina, which is like around the beach. So I grew up around like the ocean, like surfing, going on the boat, doing things like that. So we're lucky enough to be in Savannah and close to the water in Tybee Island. So I think I can speak for a lot of guys on the team when I say the off day activity is almost always going over to Tybee and getting in the ocean and hanging out on the beach and just decompressing a little bit. So
When
usually
you're
every
at,
time we go, that's the first place I go.
when you're at the beach, do you like to fish?
Uh, I'm more of a surfer, honestly. I'll bring like a boogie board or a surfboard. My dad is a big fisherman though. He would say yes to that question, but I haven't really inherited that quite yet.
I prefer fishing too.
You wait, you fish at all in Arizona?
Not really in Arizona because there's no big water with a lot of fish, but when we go up north a lot, yeah.
Nice. What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
Trout,
Oh, you go like fly fishing for that, or you just fish
just
for them?
off, like we find like little areas of big water and then we just fish there.
Nice. See, that sounds pretty nice. I'd like to do that on an off day too.
Yeah, it's fun. If you could pick one MLB player to join the firefighters, who would it be and why?
This might be a layup answer right here, but Shohei Ohtani's got to get in a firefighter jersey.
Really?
If we had that man on our squad, we would never lose a game. He'd be unbelievable.
Like Shohei's good, but I would want someone more flashy.
Really, you're thinking like Acuna or like Tatis or something?
Acuna, Tatis, or Chisholm.
Oh, I didn't even think about Chisholm. See, he would be perfect for banana ball. Oh my, I wouldn't even. I can't even imagine the trick plays that guy would be doing.
Behind the back with
Who
the
was it?
shoe.
You see the trick play that Matt Olson did the other night?
Yeah, behind the back, fielding that grounder.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was sick. You think he did that on purpose?
I think he ran past it on accident and then played it off like it was cool.
That's what I'm saying. Next time though, he's gonna do it on purpose, and it's gonna take the internet by storm. Banana ball is starting to make its way to MLB.
What's the weirdest thing you have been asked to sign?
Oh gosh. I mean, we've only been here for like 15 games, so we haven't had that many opportunities. But I don't know why people like for me to like sign their arms and stuff. Like that's like somewhat normal. But I signed a kid's armpit the other night. Like he wanted me to sign his armpit. I'm like, all right, you got it. He was like laughing half the time because it was tickling, so I didn't even get a good signature for him. But I mean, he didn't
Honestly,
really care.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad did it smell?
I mean, this was after the game, so he had been working, dancing all game, so it did not smell great. But I didn't smell like good at that time either. So
I never smell good. That's all the questions I have for you.
nice,
Thank you for
awesome.
taking time out of your day to join my podcast.
It's an honor. I mean, who all have you had on the pod so far? I saw you had one with Viro. You had any other like players
That's
hop on?
yeah, that's the one I sent you. So I've had Viro, Ray Ortega, you, Logan Lacey, Isaac Pereira, and Trey Vanderbilt have all responded though.
Nice. Those would be great guys to interview. I'll have to tell them to hop on.
I
I'm
got
impressed. You got the podcast going. I need to follow in your footsteps and get some content going.
I got Isaac on my channel because I told him we share the first name.
Oh yeah, that's smart. Got to.
But thank you for taking time out of your day. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Anytime. I'm proud of the stuff you're doing. Keep rocking. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
All right. Enjoy your summer. Look forward to talking to you again sometime.
Yep. Bye.
We'll see you.